Foxborough Fire, we are here. I'm taking over now. You got my beautiful assistant in the back. We're switching spots. Today's an easy one. I shouldn't say easy, a simple one. Every 4 minutes for 6 rounds, you're gonna be performing 20 goblet thrusters and 20 burpees. We all know and love both of those movements. Lucky you. Lucky you. So each round we want to take no longer than 2.5 minutes, giving you at least 1.5 minutes of rest going into the next round. So again, just the format of this workout, we'll break it down real quick for you. If it takes you 2 minutes to do those 20 thrusters and 20 burpees, you had 2-minute rest because that makes 4 minutes. That's when your next round would start. If it takes you 1.5 minutes to do your 20 goblet thrusters and 20 burpees, that'd be fast, but you would get 2.5 minutes of rest because that's when your next 4 minutes would start. If it takes you 3 minutes to do the 20 thrusters and 20 burpees, you would only have 1 minute of rest. And again, that would be exceeding our limit today. So you would have to modify your repetition somewhere if the 20 reps is too much. So let's break down those two movements really quickly. I know you've done plenty of squats with us and definitely plenty of burpees with us. Yeah. So Dave is gonna get in his squat stance, which it looks like he's already in for the most part. He's gonna have each of his hands on one head of the dumbbell, and his dumbbell is gonna get tucked right under his chin. His elbows are slightly flared out, but they're not gonna be so far flared out where when he gets to the bottom of his squat, his elbows will be outside of his knees. We need his elbows to stay inside of his knees to keep the knees driving out and in a safe position. Once Dave hits the bottom of the squat, he's gonna drive up out of the heels. He's gonna be very patient when he presses. So as he stands up, he's gonna make sure his knees and his hips lock out. Once they do, that's when he's gonna press out overhead. Dave's gonna turn to the side for us so you can get a little better angle of that overhead position. Once he sinks down, he's pressing that dumbbell right over his heels. If he was being passive with this motion, he would leave it out in front of him a little bit, which he'll show here. I meant on the press. Boom, way out in front. Oh, and there we go, and that's the lockout we're looking for. However, if you have some shoulder restrictions, feel free to keep that lockout slightly forward just to protect your shoulders. That's no problem. We also want to avoid doing any arch in that position. The other movement in the workout is just a little arch right there. The other movement in the workout is going to be burpees. Again, we all know and love them. They're not jumping over anything. They're just in place here. Dave's gonna drop on down and show us a kickback burpee first, where he's just kicking his feet back, making sure his hips drop down into a plank. He kicks his feet back up to where they were, and then he gets a little jump and clap at the top. If you can go a little bit more challenging for yourself for this one, what you can do is kick back and then lower your chest all the way to the floor. When he peels up, watch how his feet land. They're gonna land flat still, and then he's jumping and clapping the exact same way they landed when he was doing the kickback burpee. The other option is he can step up from the bottom of his burpee, but when he steps, his foot's still flat, and he's still getting that jump and clap at the top. One more full one for the good firefighters of Foxborough, Dave. And I will also note, Dave just did all those burpees while keeping the dumbbell right between his legs. Quite impressive, Dave. Well done. So again, every 4 minutes for 6 sets, you're trying to get these done in about 1:45 to 2 minutes is your goal. 2:30 is the cap. We want you to have plenty of rest going into the next one. These are meant to be sprints. Then you get to recover, let the heart rate cool down, and then you get to get after it again, all right? Let us know how this one goes. We're curious. Workout number 5.